you, but it's unacceptable, but it's acceptable to me, right? But that's subjective, isn't it? So let's move it away from the subjective range to something that's more analytical or empirical. Could this Quran, as it's constructed, have come from anyone other than God? And God is asking you that question in the Quran. And Allah is saying to you, if it has, then you come up with where it's come from. And Allah says, and with the surety you won't be able to. You won't be able to come up with anything other than it's come from God. Because at the time of the Prophet Muhammad, peace upon him, they said to him, he's mad. Then when the verses started coming down, they thought, hold on a second. These are not the words of a madman. These are just the beauty, the eloquence, the message is too powerful. So then they said he's a liar. Then when they said, hold on, he's not a liar because he's Al-Amin. For 40 years we knew that this was the most honest and noble of all of us. So they said that won't wash. So then they ended up saying, this is magic. They didn't even realize that they had moved one step towards belief, because now they've accepted that it's not human making. It's not human characteristics. It's not human understanding. It's not human comprehension. They sent the best poet at the time. They said, find out where he's getting these words from. So he goes and talks to him, he finds out the Quran, here's the Quran, and he says, he goes back. They say, is he a liar? He's not a liar. Is he this? He's not that. Is he that? He's not that. Then what is he? Tell us. You're the best of all of us. He said, my poetry is better than all of yours combined. This is not poetry. But the only thing you can say, it's magic. And isn't that amazing? Magic is when you pull a rabbit out of a hat. It's not words. Yes? But when you claim the words are magic, because at the time the Arabs were linguistic masters of poetry, they value two things: the birth of a boy and the birth of a poet. And when Muhammad comes down with his Quran, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, they knew immediately. No, pagans for centuries, why would they listen to Muhammad? If it was just any other poetry or any other nonsense, why would they be convinced? Why would they fight on behalf of Islam and sacrifice their lives for a message from a man if they didn't truly believe that, you know what, this is not just some poetry, these are not just some fancy words, this is the amazing, it could have only come from Allah, because they understood the language, they understood the way the language, when Muhammad comes down with the Quran, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, through wahi, through the Quran, at that time there were some 9 or 11 grammatical constructs of how you could construct the language. The Quran came down and it turned everything on its head, because it didn't conform to any of those structures. It was a new way of speaking the language. And then Arabic, the most eloquent Arabic, changed to the Quranic Arabic discourse, because that became the purest Arabic. How does a man in a desert in the 7th century, herding goats, never known for any poetry, never known for any text, come with a text that till today Allah challenges? If it's not from God, then you come up with a chapter like it.
And I've always been